And then we have the bosu balls here. So if anybody, does anybody want to try? Scott, you want to demonstrate on the bosu ball? I don't.
I'd like to turn mine.
Oh yeah, flip it over.
Yep.
But so there's two different ways to do this that both have kind of different challenges. This one is going to be hard on the prosthesis because you can't go as wide, right? But then to come down and keep that balance this way is one way to do it.
And I like this kind of like
because you can go a little wider too.
You know, you can go a little bit wider, which is probably the big thing. But just you get.
There's a flat spot for your foot to rest on too, right?
Well, I was going to say the flat spot is kind of key. So what you're really trying to do here, and this is big when I try to teach people, so we don't have an ankle, right? So the way you can really work on your balance is you need to do your hips, okay? So if I'm losing my balance here, I can't drive down with my toe or my ankle, but I can use my hips. And if we do this and you can keep, we call it get your core or your center, you can kind of feel that shifting, but if you really focus on the midsection while you're doing that, you can do all kinds of different things to improve your balance. So like we were just doing squats, you can work. Now, you don't necessarily have to go as low, but what's happening here, my weight is shifting, so I have to balance at all different points, right? Also, something I might do when I'm doing this, when I'm working on my balance, getting like 5-pound weights and doing curls. Or if you got a ball over there, and kind of just, so like that's another exercise we'll get to later, but yeah, you can kind of weight shift with the ball, do these types of things, or do the different, go over your head. But so every time we move, I have to change the position of my hips to maintain my balance. But if you can learn to keep your balance through your hips, it's pretty.
Right, that's a pretty important thing for being able to do the things you want to do with the prosthesis, is learn how to train the hip on your prosthetic side to replace all those fast twitch muscles that were lost in your ankle. Because our ankles are made for these little corrections that keep us balanced. Our hip is made for big, slow movements. But the good news is that with practice, you can recruit the right kind of muscle fibers in your hip to make those quick movements.
Well, and they radiate,
quick, small adjustments.
You know, into the quadricep muscles and things.
Yep.
But the big thing, like I like the paddleboard. So if you're on the paddleboard, you don't really notice until you're starting to drift. And what happens, I have all my weight on this side of it, right? And then your normal thing would be to try to push down on your toes. Well, what happens when you try to do that? Boom, I go right over into the water. But if you're locked into that with your hips and I can quick shift over, I can drive enough weight down there to keep that paddleboard. Because a lot of times if you're, especially on water, this is why I practice on this, because I like to do a lot, you know, I like to water ski, my things are like that. And a lot of this I've figured out in water skiing, how I could drive my hip down to help make up for that movement that I can't do, you know, with the toes or the ankles. So
what we're gonna do now is have everybody stand back up on your mats, or if or not mats. It doesn't matter if you have a mat, if you don't have a mat, but everybody stand back up. And we got the ball here, and what we're gonna do is, so Dawn's gonna start with the ball. She's gonna take it out. She's gonna make a big circle around. She's gonna go from one side to the next, and then she's gonna throw it. She's gonna toss it across. So you're gonna bring it out.
That's the fun part.
Make a big circle. And then you're gonna go to the left and to the right, and then you're gonna toss it across. He's gonna catch it, he's gonna put it out, he's gonna make a big circle. He's gonna go to the left, he's gonna go to the right, and he's gonna toss it across to the next. He's gonna put it out, big circle, to the left, to the right, and then toss it across. Big circle, left, right, toss it across. Big circle, left, right, toss it across.
Done.
And we're gonna come back all the way to the beginning. Do the same thing. No, we'll go right back to Sean here. Yep, there you go. What are we gonna do with this?
Remember I was saying the thing with the shorts? I think this is what I was doing the one time I didn't have the shorts
right,
on.
right,
And I
and
said it
people are
didn't
like-
look believable.
Right. Yep. No, that's next. No, man, we're out of time for dodgeball, though.
No, we can make time.
We can make time.
We can make time. That's a great balancing while weight shifting exercise.
Just tell them to throw it out.
Right.
Can you guys feel that center of balance though, like I'm talking about?
Do you feel how you kind of shift? So this time I want you to do it. We're gonna do it one more time down and back, but this time when you do it, I want you to bring yourself not just with your arms. I want you to shift your weight all the way over onto your legs. It's to as far as you feel comfortable. So I want the circle to be big with your whole body.
Does somebody want to try the bosu ball?
And then the right, and then
You
the
wanna
left.
try it?
So
Okay.
we're really getting ourselves outside, to the very edge of our comfort zone, not outside of our comfort zone, to the edge of it. So big circle, good. And then to the left, reach over, to the right, reach way over, and then toss it. And then a big circle, there you go. Kind of feel your weight shift from one leg to the other. And then to the left, and to the right, and then back. Big circle. Good.
So I'm going to use
there you go.
the waist
really
belt
out onto
to
that
help get you
prosthetic side. There
centered
you go.
so
Good.
that you can kind of get a chance to feel it, all right?
Might as well. Gotta have one idiot in the bunch.
I mean,
We're good. But can I just use a chair to get up on it?
Yeah,
That'd be easy.
of course.
no, that's all right. So let's get you, well, if you come,
Yep, you know where you want it. Sorry about that.
so get your feet nice and wide.
I thought I was not taking your chair. I was not trying to play that joke on you.
Yep, so try to, so,
See, how good are you
so
at
now
these squats? How low
you
can you
feel
get?
that center, right? Now, do you feel what I'm saying, like driving your hips down?
Yep.
Can you, it should feel like everything is right there, right?
Yep.
And you can, when it starts to shift, good.
Mid ball.
Does somebody want to hold his,
Got it? Yep, you're good.
you did good.
Yeah. Good job. That's hard.
So how do those muscles feel right there?
Oh yeah, they're burning.
Those are the muscles we were talking about at the beginning of this.
Because even though you're focusing on your hips,
Yeah.
and you were doing those, it's translating right to those muscles, isn't it?
it
Yeah.
was.
So you're kind of using this to let you know which muscles do I need to fire, but all the work's really going on inside of the socket too. Yep.